This video is worth a watch. It's from the Lincoln Project. The Lincoln Project is a group of, I think, Republican members or American Republican Party members who are not enamored with the prospect of another 4 years of Donald Trump. So they have ran a campaign, a merciless campaign against Trump's nomination and the prospect of Trump becoming the President of the United States again. This video is worth a watch.
Every woman knows the terror of sexual abuse and assault. Too many of us know the pain firsthand. Some attack us mentally, some go beyond that. For too many, it's physical, even fatal. There's no excuse for sexual assault and abuse, unless you're Republican Donald Trump. Supporting Donald Trump sends a message to every abuser, every rapist, and every man who's ever used his power to hurt a woman. Because if he can do it, why shouldn't they?
That recent case there involving E. Jean Carroll, the defamation case in New York, where Trump was ordered, I think, to pay $83 million. So the particular case last week to do with the defamation was simply the jury deciding how much was to be paid for Trump's defamation of E. Jean Carroll, following on from the previous civil case in which Trump was found to have sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll in a department store. The figure arrived at by the jury last week was $83 million. That was for the defamation. The original figure for the sexual assault the sexual assault verdict was decided by a jury. The amount awarded, I'm not 100% whether that was a jury that awarded $5 million or thereabouts or the judge. So you're looking at $5 million anyway for the original act of sexual assault. You're looking at $83 million for the defamation arising from that verdict, and then you are looking at further findings against Trump and his organization of fraud, basically fraud in how he raised finance and gave false valuations to banks and so on and so forth, and built this so-called empire on what is argued to be a foundation of sand, a foundation of false valuations, quite frankly, of various properties. So that's where we're at in relation to civil cases only against Trump. The fraud one in New York for the valuations, the sexual assault claim successfully brought by E. Jean Carroll, and in which Trump declined to give evidence, declined to go into direct testimony, as it were, and E. Jean Carroll was found to have been sexually assaulted by a jury in that department store in New York a number of years ago. And then the most recent case there where the jury was asked to put a value on the defamation that was found to be emanating, as it were, from Trump's various statements about Jean Carroll following on from the previous case. They are 3 civil cases. Of course, we have another 5 or 6 criminal cases against Trump, 91 counts of different offences, etc., documents, and causing or attempting to cause an insurrection and prevent the implementation of the decision of the American people and overturning the democracy, quite frankly, in the United States in January of whatever it was, 2021. Anyway, I think that Lincoln Project is pretty effective, but who knows? Trump is obviously going to be the nominee for the Republican Party in the presidential election later in 2024, but there will be a significant change if he is found to have to be convicted of criminal offence or offences, and it's likely that he will be found to have committed criminal offences. That'll be a game changer, because anybody who's on the fence, a very, very small number of people, need to switch sides or need to be persuaded that he's not the man for the job. Well, then that's going to be very significant. But anyway, this is a civil trial here that we looked at, and obviously the Lincoln Project has made this argument, this video rather, about sexual assault, about rape, quite frankly, and it obviously puts a question to many people, especially women, who would be supportive of a woman who was found to have been sexually assaulted, or even from a judicial perspective raped.